Coral reefs are among the most beautiful structures in the natural world. Made of calcium carbonate, these stony skeletons form intricate patterns, textures, and shapes. The colors range from reds and oranges to pinks and purples, which are produced by algae living within the tissue of the reef. But what makes them so fascinating is that they are alive. Coral polyps extend their stinging cells into the water column to capture prey and expel their waste through these very same cells. While they are not plants, corals rely on sunlight for their survival, and they have developed a mutually beneficial relationship with single-celled organisms called zooxanthellae. These tiny algae live within the coral's tissues and perform photosynthesis. They provide the coral with the energy it needs to grow in exchange for a protected environment and access to the coral as waste products. This is how the coral obtains the majority of its food. And without this relationship, the coral would starve. On average, coral reefs are only about 2 to 3 feet or 60 centimeters tall and can be found in both warm and shallow waters around the world. Corals prefer clear water so they can capture enough light for photosynthesis to occur. They also thrive in turbulent environments where there is plenty of motion to bring them food. While they do require sunlight, they cannot tolerate extreme temperatures or salinity changes. For example, corals are very sensitive to rising ocean temperatures. When it gets too warm, corals will expel their symbiotic algae and turn white. This process is called coral bleaching. If conditions do not return to normal, the coral will die. In addition to temperature, ocean acidification is another major threat to coral reefs. As humans burn more fossil fuels, carbon dioxide levels rise and more CO2 is absorbed by the oceans. This makes the seawater more acidic. Because corals use carbonate ions to build their skeletons, this change in chemistry weakens the structure and makes them more susceptible to damage. Fortunately, there are organizations dedicated to protecting coral reefs, such as Coral Vita. They grow staghorn coral in shallow nursery lagoons. This allows them to control the conditions and ensure the coral stays healthy while it grows. Once the coral is mature, it is transplanted to an area that has been damaged by human activity. But let's move on to the animals that live among these coral formations. There are over 4,000 species of fish that live on coral reefs, and many of them have striking colors and unique adaptations. One example is the Moorish idol. This fish has large eyes that help it locate prey and a protrusible mouth that allows it to consume prey twice as large as itself. Its scientific name is Zanclus cornutus, and it belongs to the family of goatfish. They get this name because of their prominent front dorsal fin spines, which resemble horns. Their coloration ranges from gold and maroon to black and yellow. Each individual has a unique pattern of stripes and spots, which makes each fish easily identifiable. These fish can be found throughout the Indian Ocean and the western Pacific Ocean. They prefer shallow lagoons and back reef areas where they bury themselves in the sand and wait for prey to swim past. They have a tendency to develop a symbiotic relationship with humans, and they can be kept in home aquariums if the proper care is provided. Next is the clownfish. It is notable for its symbiotic relationship with the sea anemone. Clownfish are immune to the stinging cells of the sea anemone, and they will often seek shelter within the tentacles. The clownfish will clean the sea anemone and provide it with food. In return, the sea anemone protects the clownfish from predators. The most famous clownfish is probably Nemo from the movie Finding Nemo. In the film, he has a deformed fin, but this is not a common deformity in nature. The actual wild population has not been studied extensively, but the total number of clownfish in the aquarium trade is estimated to be in the millions. The vast majority of them are caught in the wild, and many of them come from mass hatcheries. Unfortunately, this high demand has caused some problems. Clownfish populations have declined significantly in some areas, and mass hatcheries have contributed to habitat destruction. In Indonesia, 70 to 80% of captive-bred clownfish originate from mass hatcheries. This is problematic because it leaves less room for other species and negatively affects biodiversity. Another issue is the amount of cyanide used to sedate the fish for transport. Although the effects are temporary, the fish are basically poisoned until the drug wears off. For these reasons, it's best to avoid purchasing wild-caught clownfish and instead support captive-bred individuals. This helps reduce the demand and allows space for other species to thrive. Moving on, we have the blue-ringed octopus. It is one of the smallest and most venomous creatures on Earth. The blue-ringed octopus is only about the size of a golf ball, yet it packs a punch. Its bite is extremely painful and can cause paralysis, and if left untreated, it can be fatal. It is native to the Pacific Ocean and can be found from Japan to Australia. Blue-ringed octopus are very solitary and only come together during mating season. They are known for their intelligence and are capable of escaping from enclosures. They can squeeze through very small cracks and will do whatever it takes to avoid being captured. The good news is that blue-ringed octopus are not aggressive towards humans unless provoked. Their venom is so potent that there is no anti-venom. So if you were bitten by one, your only hope would be to receive a human islet transplant. Another amazing creature is the mimic octopus. It is capable of mimicking the behavior of other animals. For example, it can mimic the way a seahorse moves to trick its prey. It can also mimic the appearance of a lionfish to startle potential predators. Mimic octopus are found in the coastal waters of the Indian Ocean and the western Pacific Ocean. They are nocturnal carnivores and ambush predators. They wait until their prey is close enough before striking. They have webbed arms, which allow them to move quickly through the water. Their skin is very flexible, and they can squeeze through very small spaces. Like the blue-ringed octopus, they are solitary animals and only come together during mating season. In regards to human interaction, they are not considered dangerous, but they are elusive and rarely seen in the wild. This makes them a very rare sighting and an exciting discovery for any scuba diver. The next animal we will discuss is the humphead wrasse. It is the largest member of the wrasse family and can reach a maximum size of 39 inches or 1 meter in length. They are found in the coastal waters of the Indian Ocean and the western Pacific Ocean. Humphead wrasse are protogynous hermaphroditic, meaning that all of them are born female and some develop into males later in life. This is actually quite rare in the fish world. Most animals that change sex do so in the opposite direction, from male to female. These fish are omnivores, and their diet consists of algae, sponges, crustaceans, and fish eggs. They have strong jaws which they use to scrape algae off rocks and coral. Their teeth are constantly growing and need to be worn down, otherwise they could crack their skull. The name humphead comes from the bump on the head of the male. This is a fatty deposit that develops when they transition from female to male. Humphead wrasse play an important role in the ecosystem because they are efficient at cleaning up dead coral. This helps keep the reef healthy and prevents disease from spreading. Despite this, they are listed as a vulnerable species. Their numbers have declined in recent years due to overfishing and habitat destruction. Finally, we will look at the ornate ghost pipefish. The ornate ghost pipefish is found in the coastal waters of the Atlantic Ocean. It is part of the Syngnathidae family, which includes seahorses and pipefish. They are known for their unique snouts, which they use to suck up their prey. Ornate ghost pipefish are very small, reaching a maximum size of 2 inches or 5 centimeters. They are transparent and have delicate-looking fins and tails. The reason why they are called ghost pipefish is that they are very elusive and difficult to find. They prefer to hide among seagrass and algae where they are almost invisible. Not much is known about their behavior, but it is believed that they are protogynous, hermaphroditic, like the humphead wrasse. Very little is known about their life cycle, but they are thought to be live bearers, meaning that they give birth to live young rather than laying eggs. This is another adaptation that sets them apart from other fish species. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. As always, thanks for watching. See ya.